All right, I'm in here in the garage today with Riker Dude. He's doing art projects. I'm installing Happy Trail saddlebags, two Canon saddlebags in a rack on my bike, and I am not happy. I think I'm calmed down now, but I'll explain why. So I ordered these October 2023, and they show up 111 days later, February 2024. That was enough to be angry about. The only reason I got any traction, I feel the only reason I got any traction on actually getting these to me is because I did a credit card chargeback. End of the video, I'll put the whole timeline and what my honest review of the company is. Now, as far as the product, that'll be a different review. But let's just talk about happytrail.com, the company. So they get here and... well, this is one of them that was bent. I'll put the pictures up, but two of these tabs are bent over. I got one bent back, this one, the other one broke. Inside the saddlebag, there's little pieces that they didn't clean out before they powder coated it. So those are in there forever now. I have to try and knock them loose or put something in the bottom of these so stuff doesn't rub on them. Missing bolt, missing washers. The bolt for the exhaust, I think I've got that in my pocket. They sent a bolt to replace it, but it's the exact same length, so you can't add an 1/8 inch bracket and not make your bolt longer. So I had to put one of my own bolts in there. This side, you'll notice in here, it's missing something. It's missing the entire plate that's supposed to be welded into this rack. I'll take this saddlebag off and explain it a little better. So you'll notice this side doesn't have it either, but there's supposed to be a big piece in here with a bunch of different holes in it for mounting accessories, like they show a tool tube on the website here. This side there's supposed to be a folded, like a 90-degree piece of aluminum in here to keep the exhaust off the bags, which they also didn't send. I'll put pictures of what it's supposed to look like up here. So, 111 days. There was messing around with credit card chargebacks and stuff because I didn't know what the status was. They'd keep saying every time it got to a date it was supposed to ship, I'd get an email saying, "Oh, it's in the future, in the future, in the future." And then they said, "Oh, we'll ship it next week," after I had done the credit card chargeback. "Oh, it's that powder. We'll ship it next week." Well, then it was the end of next week. I said, "Guys, where's it at?" They show me a picture of it. "Oh, we've got it ready. We just need to redo the transaction because your chargeback canceled it." So I redid it. And then it shows up damaged and missing parts. I was not happy. I emailed them today on a Sunday, and they responded right away because they've only been responding quickly since I voiced it through email and calling and leaving messages because I could never get anyone that, "Hey, I'm really unhappy about this. What are you guys doing?" They gave me a 15% refund because they didn't build these the way they said they would and forgot to send parts with. So at the end of the day, I wanted saddlebags. This is one of the better, tougher mounting systems I've seen. CB500X doesn't have a lot of options. I really don't want plastic bags the way I ride, so I was limited on options. These are basically a custom order, so I did kind of just a tiny little, if you had one of those How the Grinch Stole Christmas things on my heart, it grew like a tenth of a size, maybe, because a small business custom manufactured it because I asked them to, so I ended up buying it anyway. I should have just said, shove it. I've had enough, but I got it figured out. They gave me a refund for the parts they completely didn't do. In the end, it'll all be fine, but I would highly suggest you find a different place to buy stuff for your motorcycle if you can. The only time I had any decent amount of communication with them was after the credit card chargeback was initiated, after they knew I was upset and things weren't going right. So yeah, and they had these big "In God We Trust" Happy Trail product stickers on the side and the back. I took those off right away. I'm not advertising for free with this kind of service and this kind of product. So that's where I'm at. Once I get some miles and some use on these, we'll see how the actual product is, but Happy Trails, the company, I would definitely not recommend to anyone. So yeah, that's where I'm at. I'll build an exhaust turnouts, probably just weld turnouts onto the exhaust because I'm capable of doing that. But yeah, that's my experience with Happy Trail products so far. Hi, bud. Check out Riker Dude's channel if you want. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you want to see how these hold up over the next year of use. So here's a few last minute things I looked at before I put the bike away today. The rear blinkers are obscured by the saddlebags now. I think Geevee has a blinker relocation kit. I think theirs cover the blinkers even worse, so they move them out farther. I don't think it'll be a big issue. If you're behind me, you're going to see them. It's just if you're 90 degrees to the bike, there's no way you'd see them. The pre-mount holes that you can get drilled, that makes the top of the bags go up above the seat a ways. I got measurements for that. An adult passenger, there is absolutely no way that's going to be possible with these saddlebags. My 7-year-old sat behind me and he could get his feet on the pegs, but going down the road and sitting in the garage are two very different things. I think if I'm giving anyone a ride on this bike, I'm going to have to remove the saddlebags, which is just removing 4 knobs, like thumb screws, and then popping them off. And then as far as the exhaust goes, I think I'm just going to weld a couple 45s on it just to aim it down and to the side a little bit. I think that is a better solution than having a big flappy piece of aluminum bolted to all of this, but I can't even compare because they didn't send it. So yeah, there you go.